This gonna be a playback, like, cause I'm telling you, UC is really building something special, and Rayvon is the start of that. You know, Rayvon is an innovator. I'm an innovator. Like, we don't do what everybody else does.
Real big, real big. I know one day I would do it real big, real big, real big. I know what my real is feel is.
Welcome to another episode of the CourtSide TakeOver podcast. Hey man, it's crazy because this is actually my first returning guest, and I'm happy it's somebody that I knew for a minute. Like I told you, I gave y'all the back end last time, but last time I talked to you, you was coaching that Oiler. Mm-hmm. Now it's a whole 180 now. So what's been up, man? What you doing now? How's it been going?
Well, everything been good. I've been blessed. You know, I ain't got no complaints. You know, I was a varsity coach at Oiler for a year. It was a COVID year. It was cool. It was good. I was able to get back, you know, help out those kids I had got to know for a while. But now, you know, I'm a sports agent. You know, I've been playing in this, you know, secretly, really since I started. You know, really since I started and started researching and started really knowing what was going on. You know, seeing Rich Paul and, you know, how he was moving and all of that. I knew I could one day do that. So now I'm here.
What made you make that transition?
It was just time, man. I can get into it if you want me to, as far as are you waiting?
I ain't got no time and opportunity.
Okay. Time, bro. Unfortunately, we just in the city to where it's used to being ran a certain way, right? It's a certain crew of people, and they get old. You know what I'm saying? So they get old. So, you know, me coming in, you know, being a young guy, being something they gonna say stubborn and doing it the way I believe it need to be done. But people forget Yancey Gates is my brother, so I've seen it right up front and personal. So I just was tired of it. Unfortunately, I mean, I've been doing this for a while. Y'all know the how much negativity this come with, unfortunately, and I just got tired of it and just knew it was ready for me to take that next step.
People see you around the scene and may underestimate you, saying he popped up out of nowhere, trying to call his own shots, trying to move the way he moved, but this ain't just like the sacrifices you made, the stuff you had to go through, the behind the scenes work. Because after you left Oiler, everybody was like, "What Trey doing? He just pop up at the games. He watching the games. Like, what's up?"
No, I was chilling. I was planning. I already knew what it was. I wouldn't even left Oiler if I didn't know I would be doing this. So the backstory of this is pretty long, but I'll make it short. Again, y'all know I played and all of that and was pretty good, pretty okay during my time. But being around my brother Yancey and really seeing his firsthand and see how my dad was handling him and just people around him, like I was really around there every day. So that kind of got my mind going when I was younger. Still didn't think I would ever even coach or do none of the stuff I've done. So that's what kind of got it going. When I came home from the Army, William Johnson, which I think both of y'all know, Will Johnson, works over at the Cincinnati Public Board now, running the Moore program. That's my mentor. You know what I'm saying? He was the assistant coach when I was at Schroeder. Was close to my age. Was very relatable. Taught me a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Taught even what I'm wearing right now. Like I seen him wearing it first when I was young. So he kind of begged me because I was really cool. I really wasn't thinking about coaching. Like, y'all know I was doing the sneaker stuff. Like I wasn't even thinking about that. But kind of begged, kind of sucking me into doing it, and then I just fell in love with it. And then, you know, I took it from that to I had a kid named Alexander Parks, which I both know. Man, my guy for life. He was very, very good. He was actually too good for that. So I'm like, all right, you know, we're going to have to do something else. And got with Queen City Prophets, which who I played for, alumni and all of that. Got my little team started, which Rayvon played. So let me speak on that.
Who was Rayvon?
Rayvon Griffin. I've been knowing Rayvon since he was in diapers. I don't really think people.
We gonna get into that.
Because people think you just ride the coattail.
Yeah, we about to get into that.
That's just because I be low and I let people say what they say, right? Been knowing Rayvon since he was in diapers. His brother, Flea, his real name is Rendell. He's been my best friend since we've been in the 7th grade. Same AAU team, same high school, all of that. We lived together. So I've been knowing Rayvon literally since he was in diapers. He just happened to play basketball and happened to be all right during that time. So anyway, obviously he's going to play because our relationship. So we jump on the team. We start something. We play. It was okay, QCP. For him, you know, LeBron and them called, and I'm going to speak on it. You know, a lot of people here in the city didn't want him to do that. I'm the one, he'll tell you. Yeah. It was like, nah, you crazy. I don't care if I'm coaching or not coaching.
Yeah.
You not turning that down that. So that's how that happened, truthfully. And then, from there, we do that. He do that his 7th grade year. And some of his 8th grade year, I still do what I'm doing, with Man, Chandler Starks, Riley Woods, Arcel Anderson, all of them kids. We still go do what we do. And then that next year, all that 7th grade year, I'm networking. They 7th grade year, I'm networking, seeing what's going on. The Midwest Circuit pop up, which y'all know what it is now. So I'm like, nah, we just gonna do our own thing. Like, I believe in myself too, though. Like I put the work in, I study. I'm a student of the game. You know that. I talk to him, I ask him questions. Like, if I know you know what you're doing, I'm listening to you. Now, most of these dudes don't know what they're doing. So that's why they be like, oh, I just know you don't know what you're doing. So I'm not, you can think what you want to think. But for the guys that do, Coach Wyan, Coach Cups at Centerville, I don't really want to miss nobody. Obviously him, Will Johnson, some other people. I don't know, Darrell Brockman, I'm a huge fan of his too. I'm listening to them. I'm calling, I'm asking for advice behind the scenes. I'm just, coming to the game, sitting behind the bench, all of that. I've been like that since I started coaching when I was coaching middle school basketball. So, all right, 8th grade year, as y'all know, I put my own team together, Orange Men Elite. Initially, I was just local kids. We go take over. You know what I'm saying? We go on the circuit, playing teams from Canada, Indiana, all of that. We end up winning that. And going to nationals, winning that, so then that takes it to a whole nother level. First year out the gate, all Cincinnati kids too, by the way. And we traveling the country, and we won almost every tournament, if not one in the final. We probably lost 5 games out of like 90.
So why did that team fall apart? Because I remember being at them games, hearing the hate. Because it was all Cincinnati kids. So when you go to a game, everybody from the city coming to watch their kids play and trying to tell you how you not coaching them and what they need to be doing better.
Right.
And that's the part that I think people need to hear, bro, because everybody always talk about, like, let's put these couple AAU kids or a couple AAU teams together and have the best team in Cincinnati, but that sound good, but at the end of the day, you're going to have, if you're in high school, or maybe even middle school, because high school got the circuits and stuff, so if you go middle school, right, you can get 2-3 kids, whatever, from the same school. So then if you got a team of 12, you got 4 different head coaches coming down there trying to tell you, oh, man, you should be playing more. You better than him, blah, blah, blah. So that's why this stuff don't work, because you had the formula.
Exactly.
But then
the formula.
So then what happened? What happened with that? How did you end up going from all local kids to, and I know the scene got bigger too, but.
So the scene got bigger, so obviously you gotta be realistic and bring who can bring and obviously and who couldn't. I still put them in a position and I still communicate with them to this day, as y'all know. But to answer your question, one of the main reasons why that didn't continue is business. Like, people don't understand how hard it is to get on a circuit in high school. If I would have had them in 5th grade, I could have put the infrastructure together and had the right people to make that happen. To join up, to be a circuit team, Adidas, Nike, or Under Armour, you have to have a structure and a program. I just can't, unless I got the number 1 team, unless I got the number 1 kid in the country, which I don't. They not just gonna give you your own thing. Like, they don't care who you are, what you did in 8th grade. That don't mean nothing. It's already a foundation. It's already set up. It's already a code, and it's already levels to that. So that's one reason. We just realistically during that time, who do we have in the state? All Ohio, obviously, with Nike. It's only 1 program per state too. Let's be clear on that. Unless it's a very, very, very special situation. Bigger states, of course.
Hold on, what you said? One what?
Per brand.
Oh, per brand, one circuit team.
Like, it's All Ohio has been the only Nike circuit team. Shit, we've been alive. Since we've been alive. Like, it ain't Adidas has changed, it's OBC had it for a while. Now Midwest basketball clubs have it. But they got infrastructures. They don't just have 1 team, they got 20 teams. So you gotta have that. Like, we didn't have that. We just had one team. So that's one of the reasons. And the other reason, because I was trying to build the infrastructure, is you got too many people who want to be doing the same thing instead of figuring individually though. We can all do it together, but nobody wants to do that. Everybody want to individually.
Everybody want their name on the trophy.
Their name on the trophy. They gotta have a spotlight. It's supposed to be about the kids, but it's really not for these dudes, and y'all know that. So that's why I didn't really continue.
Now, do you think it's probably like a 2-part question on that? Do you think that the circuit messed up AAU? Because it wasn't always circuits. When we was growing up, it wasn't always. Do you think circuits kind of watered down AAU basketball?
I think it brainstormed a lot of people. like that's the all go be, and it cans for the elite kids. But if you're not elite, you still can play for a good team. It's still certain tournaments that college coaches come into. Everybody can't get the elite guys. So you got those other coaches who still come into them other tournaments to watch you play. But especially, I'm gonna just say our city, but it's really everywhere. But our city, we brainstorm our kids to thinking that's like, if you ain't on a circuit, you wasting your time.
Yeah.
That's not the case.
Yeah.
Like, to be on a circuit, you got to be very, 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 very special. Like, and if that, it's a difference between local, regional, and national too. People don't understand that. You can be very good locally, can be okay regional, and you ain't on that national level, you're not playing on the circuit.
Different, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Do you think it's a difference? Is it a difference in the circuits? Is EYBL supreme or
for sure.
is
No, EYBL supreme. They got the better players. EYBL got it's supreme. Adidas is close. EYBL got.
it's Under Armour? That's still it,
That's
right?
still-
we just ain't got one in Ohio right now.
Had one in Ohio. C2K,
C2K was
the last one, but Under Armour still existing. We just don't have a problem.
What make Nike supreme?
It's Nike.
Okay.
Like that's really. I mean, all of our favorite athletes are Nike athletes.
Yeah.
They all got their own teams. They all pulling up to the event, so they gon' That's that, and then it's just Nike. So everybody gonna do Nike.
What was Rayvon signing day like?
It was great. It was one of the checks off his bucket. His and ours. His team.
How hard
bucket
was
list.
the decision, you think, for him?
I mean, y'all both know Rayvon a hometown kid. I mean, obviously Wes Miller and his staff did a really good job at recruiting, being on him, staying communicating, showing up, pulling up, whole coaching staff, 6 in the morning, like they did all of that. So they definitely earned him, like they put the work in. But Rayvon a hometown kid, like he want to stay home. Obviously I know he in prep school right now, but for him to come home and play in front of his family and his friends, that's what he's about.
This is a debate show, not a relate show, so a lot of people can relate to this question. Do you think it was the right decision?
Hold on, what you talking about?
He talking about him going to UC.
He'll go to UC or he'll go to prep?
Him going to use it.
Oh, I thought you were talking about him going prep. I can speak on that too. I actually need to speak on that.
Yeah.
So I said that first. So let's go.
Now let's rewind it, bro. Let's go back real quick.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna get back to that, Dees.
Oh, no, yeah,
How hard was it even? Just think, like Rayvon is a kid, bro, that's polarizing, right? Like he was the last hope to his family, but he also was like the hope for the city.
For sure.
How hard was it? He a hometown kid, but he a neighborhood kid too.
Mm-hmm.
How hard was it for him to even leave Euler going into high school?
It was real hard. I mean, because Rayvon he a loyal dude.
Yeah.
Like he with his friends. The same friends he had since elementary from Euler are his friends now. Like him being who he's supposed to be don't mean he ain't tripping. He's a real humble dude.
So this the thing. I hear you that 100% because when Rayvon was in the 6th grade, right? Big Tommy Blair he used to have a little event with I think the movement.
Shout out to Coach Blair.
Yeah. Coach Blair's my dog, man.
Sure.
But he used to have he was in conjunction with the movement. They used to play at Bond Hill Rec Center
They should be over there watching.
every Saturday, bro. The 6th graders. So I walk in there. We in there, bro, because at Hughes we gotta get them. We was going to see the kids early. We went way until you get to high school.
Recruiting, man.
Oh,
Nah,
at 6th grade, that's
Yeah,
fair.
Yeah.
So we going to see, we just going to watch the kids. Everybody kept saying like, man. Matter of fact, Sammy at Don, Sammy told us like, man, look, there's a kid in here dunking in the 6th grade. So I'm like, I gotta see this kid, bro. This kid. So you go in there. You hear him on the commentator. Super Mario. He talking about Mario Bird, 6th grade. And then you see Kanye, he hooping 6th grade. And then all of a sudden you see this tall stick figure kid come out the box. He got all his boys on the team. They got like 4th through 6th grade on the same
20 on the bench.
Yeah. He out here dunking, man. Like that's Rayvon kid, bro.
Yeah.
But it was special because then, we're trying to back in that time, bro, or like maybe a couple years before that. Middle school basketball really mattered, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like coaches really wanted middle school to be great, but it started with dudes like you, bro.
Yeah.
Treated middle school like a varsity program. Now coaches just want to get the next transfer.
Yeah.
Now coaches want to coach teams.
And ain't nobody building.
Nobody want to build.
Transfer.
Yeah, it's
JV
just
teams,
every year
teams,
you selling your soul to get a senior for a 1 year bid instead of doing some work, getting your butt in the gym with them young babies.
And we wondering why our kids ain't going to college.
That's what I'm saying. So we try to we sitting down, we like, we gotta get Ray Vaughn for the middle school, man. He's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Ray Vaughn came over to it, he was like, I'll come, but all my friends gotta come.
Yeah.
But that's how he was, bro. So I know that even when he came to Hughes, when he made the decision to come to Hughes that summer, he made sure that his boy Arcel Anderson was coming with it.
Yeah, for sure.
Just because he had to have somebody there that he could be comfortable with.
Yeah, he that type dude. 1000%. Truthfully, I've been trying to get him to go prep for a couple of years.
Yeah.
We just don't have it here. We don't have. People are so caught up in winning games and winning the CMAC. Like that's not that's cool. Like that's an accomplishment. Like let me clear that. But that's not if you have an opportunity to live your dreams as early as possible. Like this kid getting ready to go play at Staples Center. His senior year on ESPN, he getting ready to play 14 ESPN games. I don't really care what your local team got going on. Any team, it don't matter. It don't really matter. You don't pass that up, dude. If that don't work out, the worst thing worse, you can come back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So to answer your question, it's 1,000% the right decision, in my opinion, to go play on that level, to go play in the NIBC against Mount Vernon, IMG Academy, Sunrise Christian, playing against 3G League teams. Like you don't. If you want to go to the league or be a factor in college, and you had that opportunity, this for any kid, please don't turn it down.
Do you think? But all right, so like you just said for any kid, right? Mm-hmm. Do you think certain kids? Is it a certain kid that should go and a certain kid that shouldn't go?
Yeah,
because some kids, I hear it all the time. Like, well, I might go prep because I'm tall, or I might go prep because I'm the best guard here. But
let's make this clear. It's different preps. It's different levels to prep. Just like it is in AAU. You got I want to be careful how I say this. You got different preps. Let's just say that the prep schools that he's going to in that league, them prep schools call you and really want you and got an opportunity. Go check that out. NIBC, if it's NIBC, because that's the best thing there is in high school basketball on the elite level as of today. If they call you, go check that out. Any other school, make sure you do your research.
And that Nike Elite School, you look on the website, say Nike Elite High School.
They got Ty Washington. They just had 3 people in this last year's draft. So.
Yeah, because you got to think, man. This is what I say about prep school when it comes to like an elite kid or even like a top kid. Like, if you really all about basketball, you ascending. You already a kid like Ray Vaughn, bruh. He don't owe nothing else to the city.
Just want
he never owed it before that, but now he accomplished, bruh.
Yeah.
A Final Four. Some kids never get that. Final Four would have been good enough,
right? Yeah, I thought it was good enough.
Final Four is good enough.
I thought it was
for
good
most
enough.
people, but he got a Final Four and the state championship. What else do he owe to this city to stay here?
I don't get how some people was talking crap. I'm the media guy. Y'all probably can't speak on. I don't get how some people felt some type of way about that move being made, and it's best. That's why people say it's really for the kids. But is it or is it about your personal interest?
About your personal interest. When stuff like that happen, you start seeing people character.
But
you start seeing people like, oh nah, if you don't understand that, okay, you really.
But that's where coaches got to be real with this basketball stuff. Check my first podcast when I was the head coach at Hughes. I talked about transfers.
Yeah, I watched it.
If a kid want to leave a program to better himself, bro, then let him. If it's support, support.
Especially if you just want to stay championship.
Bro, I done had kids. I done knew kids that we had from 7th grade up to sophomore year leave Hughes when I was there. And then they go off to college. I'm taking them shopping, going dorm shopping with them because I still support them because I knew the moves was the best move. And as a man, you got to respect that, bro. As a coach, bro, trust me, I'm the same way. I want to win every game, too,
for sure.
But I
want
also
to compete. When I was coaching at Oiler, I want to win every game. That's just
but I also I understand that I'm in my spot. I got my career. I'm a certified teacher. I'm a head basketball coach. I'm cool where I'm at.
You're doing it for the right reasons.
Yeah. So I'm not trying to, as a basketball coach, period, bro. You shouldn't be here trying to use kids for your own personal advantage to build your own personal resume and agenda. Now we all want the best kids. We all want to have the best team every night. But if an opportunity come, bro, for this kid to better himself, his family in the future, he still wore your team's jersey at one point. He's still gonna be connected to your school. He's still gonna be connected to your coaching lineage, bro.
Yeah.
Let that kid go get that option, bro. The opportunity.
Man, I think Lando said something that was so funny and true. He said if you lose a kid, he said it's like losing your girl. You ain't do something right. You must ain't treat her right. You ain't do something to keep her. He said you ain't do something to keep her. And I'm like, that's funny, but it's true. If a kid want to leave, you should look at yourself as a coach. Like, what am I not doing right?
Yeah.
How my program is ran,
Right.
or how can I put him in a position so he can excel to the highest
Right.
level?
Because maybe you look at it and we weren't ready to handle that kid.
Yeah.
He had to go move on. If we had the infrastructure and things in place and a track record of people wanting to play Division I basketball, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
How many kids from the CMAC, and I'm here to change that too. So let me speak on that. I'm here. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing. That's why I'm on this podcast to inspire. But anyway, how many kids do we have from the CMAC that's going to Division I? It's not really. Y'all tell me the last kid. It's been a while. And we've had a lot of talent. Paul McMillan, shout out to Paul McMillan, obviously, but
But before that,
like, come on, man. And we had a lot of talent around here now. It ain't like we got
even at Hughes, we had Giovanni and DJ, but they had to take that extra
step.
year, that
Exactly.
extra post grad year though. But it's tough though, because as the CMAC, man, our coaches in the city, we got to make sure that we all developing a product, bro, where these kids can be viewed as college ready or potential Division I, Division II NAIA level athletes, bro. Because when I was head coach at Hughes the first time, I had Cameron McKenzie, who was player of the year in the conference, averaged 23 points and 8 rebounds, shooting 40% from three when I had him as a senior, and coaches was telling me like, oh, I watched the film. Do you guys play any like tougher competition, any real teams? Like stuff I'm like, real teams, like, yeah, this is best. But that's because as coaches, man, as a whole, bro, not even just CMAC, not even just as a whole in this area. Cincinnati, period. Yeah. We got to make sure that we putting our kids in the best opportunities to be successful, bruh. When these films going out, college coaches don't want to see kids scoring 1,000 layups, trapping everywhere, just
playing no defense,
not playing no defense, not showing no skill, not being able to run a real offense,
moving the ball.
Yeah, like they don't want to see ISO. You can make your man beat him off the dribble and score a layup. They don't want to see that, bro, because they don't view that the right way. Yeah. But that don't even start at the high school level. Right. It go back to what we was talking about. Yeah. Build the program from the bottom, bro.
Hey, that's why I got a lot of respect for Coach Wine.
Yeah, man.
I seen it. Like Coach Wine put in work.
I remember the one win season.
Yeah.
You remember the one? But that's because you focus. The junior high was winning though.
Yeah, exactly.
They was on the way.
Exactly. Now he did it the right way. He Coach Real, he doing his thing at Woodward. But Coach Wine, I think he set the foundation, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So.
He definitely set the foundation. Now,
I ain't go back to college.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I ain't forgot.
Go back to that UC. Yeah. Talk about that commitment to UC, man, for Ray.
So the first thing I'm gonna say is, people forgetting that this is Rayvon's life.
Yeah.
Right. Like my job, his brother's job, which we do a great job. His team, me, Flea, Stack, Dot. If our job is to advise. Rayvon is 18 and Rayvon gonna do what he should with his life, right? So that's the first thing first. UC getting ready to be in the Big 12 his freshman year.
Going back to the mics, I heard.
How true is that?
Man.
I heard Trey Dees.
This what I say. It's a strong possibility that they'll be wearing Jordan that year. So as a kid, we out and played.
You watched the UC when they was wearing Jordan back in the day.
Kenyon Moore, Kenny Satterfield,
they made Team Jordans cool, bro.
Who wouldn't want to do that? Especially, I don't think people they don't know yet because they only been here a year. That wasn't his team. How good of a coach Wes Miller is. He's a really he played at North Carolina. He was a point guard. He really know what he's doing. I think point guard make the best coaches.
Nah, bro. So at Aiken, I got Sean Davis on my staff. Sean Davis was our manager at Hughes. He was the manager at UC, bro. So now when we break down and do stuff or small group stuff, he teaching them stuff that Wes Miller was doing, bro. And I get to see it. And Sean was with Wes Miller as the manager. So he'll pick his
Little
brain.
light-skinned
Yeah,
guy.
yeah, yeah.
That's what's up.
So he'll tell me all. He bringing me so much stuff on the collegiate level, and he only 19. So people looking at him like he don't know what he talking about.
What he do?
But he didn't seen it, bro. He
Trey
wanted
basketball brain is so
I agree.
great.
he wanted my biggest coaching pickups, and I believe he can always get over the top just because of the experience that he got and how he can break down things because of what West and UC was doing, bro. So I agree. Wes Miller, a heck of a coach.
He's a heck of a coach, and y'all gonna see. We gonna. This gonna be a playback, like, cause I'm telling you, UC is really building something special, and Rayvon is the start of that. You know, Rayvon is an innovator. I'm an innovator. Like, we don't do what everybody else doing. You know what I'm saying? Our crew, period. We ain't really care about what nobody else talking about. So all of that played in his decision. Obviously, he had some really good schools that offered him, but he's a hometown, kid. Wes Miller and them did a great job. On top of, he's a heck of a coach. So
Especially if they get that big fella, that'll be he. But I ain't gonna speak on that.
He young. He
one of his.
He said he coming next. What's the other room?
Who posted that?
He did on Twitter. It said what if or something like that. So he got
Who was in the picture? Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. They get that big fella we be talking about.
Hey,
Hey, just know, man, like, and I don't, y'all know me. I really don't care what nobody think. I do these podcasts. Y'all see me speaking and talking for these kids and the younger coaches that's coming up and want to inspire and be who they want to be. It's hard to be like that in our city because there's so much negativity. So I'm just saying that to say, I've been planning this for years. This ain't nothing. I ain't just wake up one day and Raven. Nah, we've been putting in work.
All right, so look, you just pulled up something that made me think about a question. So what's your biggest advice to a young coach? You ain't even got to be a young coach in age, but a young coach, like head coach though, because you did it.
Yeah,
you did it.
Be true to who you are. You gotta have some people that you can go to and talk to and get advice. You can't go in there. The misconception about me is I know everything, but for the people who really, really know me, I don't act like that. I don't really know nothing in a sense. So be true to who you are. Be able to go to people, OGs, that's no matter how old they are, that's been coaching, been in that space longer than you, and really do right by your kids. That's probably the most important thing.
Yeah.
Really do right by your kids. Be true to who you are, and be able to have some advice, or people on your coaching staff that really know what's going on.
All right, another question I got, because I had a coach they had a different opinion on this, right? Mm-hmm. So you got kids, right? In your program, they ain't doing what they're supposed to do. Like, you got your standards, you got the bar set where you want to set it, right? And say if it's academics or it's behavioral, and you got kids who falling short of that goal, right? They got bad grades or they get in trouble in school, right? Got a big game coming up, CMAC championship, or might be the tournament, might be the sectional final, wherever they call it, district semi. And this kid just got in trouble in school, or his grades dropped, right?
Right.
Do you sit that kid because that's the standard, or do you see it like, I got to play this kid because I can hurt the whole team?
Yeah, me personally, I'm sitting. Because short term is cool. Long term is gonna really, it's gonna make a difference. Like me, coaching Rayvon Young, I say him a lot.
Yeah.
Especially coming from that LeBron James thing. You a kid, you think you I don't want to say better than a situation, but you've seen some things. So you ain't really you still, I'm your brother, you've been knowing me your whole life, but you still gotta make sure I know what I'm talking about. Right? So he said a lot. And as he got older, before I stopped coaching, we didn't have no issues. So that's just an example. He ain't really had no bad grades or nothing like that. But you just got to do that, man. You doing the kid an injustice by not doing that.
And I think that's a touchy topic. I don't know how coaches coach or whatnot. I ain't in nobody's coaches meetings or locker room, but like even with me at Hughes, bro, people would tell me like, oh, you set this kid because of that? And because that's my program, bro. At the end of the day, I can win one game. I'm in Aiken right now. We can win one game this year, bro. But if the program ran the right way, and the kids getting better, kids being held accountable,
grades good,
our image good, we the model students in the school.
We had a good year.
I'm 100. We good. Let's keep building.
Exactly.
It's better. 100%. I would take that over us winning the CMAC or finishing second place, but having all this dysfunction, and I'm in parent meetings every day.
Seniors
and the principal,
going to school.
Seniors. I'd rather have that.
Yeah, fact.
But that's just a philosophy of coaching, like, because some people gonna say you can't do that, Because what about the kids who doing everything right and they losing out on the best players? I take them all the way back 2018, bro. We went to the regional final that year.
Yeah.
Best team in the city, bro.
For sure.
For sure.
One of the best teams.
Yeah. 2018 team, bro.
Yeah.
We Hulk had a concussion, so he couldn't play. We down at Taft. DJ and Gio, something happened with them, bro. We only end up starting AJ Smith. And maybe Dwayne. Nah, it couldn't be Dwayne. Had to be in trouble. Dwayne, that's my guy, but Dwayne coming on our toes, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
So we sat them kids, bro. Some of them, I think one of them was like the whole game. Hulk was out the whole game with a concussion, and then I think the other two was out for a half.
Yep.
We ended up losing the Taft that game, bro. Lost the C-Mac championship.
Who was on that Taft team?
I can't remember. Was that?
Was that LaMarco on them?
Yeah, they was there. They was there. I'm trying to see who was the marquee player on there. I thought it was
was Nakai, man.
I was gonna say, was it Nakai?
2018.
Yeah, Nakai was there, Schroeder, bro, because that summer he had speculated that he was going to Houston, but he went back to Schroeder. I don't know, but they I think it might have been Grown Man and Morgan might have been featured dudes, but we ended up losing that game, bro, and we lost the C-Mac. We lost the C-Mac title, bro. But the year before, we ran through the whole city. Yep. We was undefeated. Yep. Lost the C-Mac title that year. The next year we got Paul, won the C-Mac. We split it with Aiken and Taft. Then the next year we won it again. So we could have had it 4 years in a row, bro. But we set those kids because they didn't do what they're supposed to do. Right. And then guess what happened in the tournament? We went all the way to the regional final. Yep. Lost the trophy. So that was more important. Like you could win the title now, but like we could win. We had a chance to compete to go to the Final Four state championship later.
In the state, you can't beat that.
So that's why I always say, man, stay like you said, stay true to yourself. Stay true to the program. Whatever you establish at the front, you gotta make sure you keep it up at the back. Be consistent
about it.
Yeah, don't be inconsistent because
you're gonna want to wear it. You gonna competition gonna wear in. People gonna get in your ear, but stay consistent, man.
I remember I thought Cameron McKenzie mom was gonna kill me.
Yeah,
I said him.
Yeah,
I said him. I think it might have been first. Nah, it was against Withrow. I said him, and he had the worst game ever when he came off the bench. Yeah, but he do what he's supposed to do. Yeah, he in college right now. Yeah, so. Like that's why I said, like, bro, as a coach, man, you gotta be able to coach your best players. You gotta be able to run your program the way you're gonna run, regardless of who is the one that got him this time.
That's a fact.
Yeah, so
some people may think they may see you with Ray Vaughn, they may see you with a Tyler McKinley, they may see you with a Man, they may see you with all these these good players. They may think, oh yeah, that happened overnight.
For sure.
Like what work you gotta put in as a player? Let the kids know, like, to just get to that next level.
All them kids you just named work extremely hard. Especially Man, I'm gonna say him. Man had the talent, or he had the size. I'm sorry. If he had the size of a Ray Vaughn or a Tyler McKinley, man, y'all know.
Yeah, bro, I heard him. Man gave me a couple wins. Shout out to Alexander. Hey, he gave me a couple wins, man.
So I'm gonna use him as an example, because he's, he getting ready to have a big senior year. Should be the best. I'm gonna say he should get Player of the Year in the C-Mac. That's what I'm telling him. He worked like you got to tell him to go home. He know. He really up at 6 in the morning running his neighborhood, then coming to the gym. You either can open the gym up or be in there with him, but it don't matter.
He ain't never last.
Then he gonna go to school, and then he gonna work. He gonna go to practice, and then he gonna work after practice. So, to answer your question, I can't really represent you until you in college at a minimum, or in prep school like Ray Vaughn is.
What about like outside of Ohio?
Outside of Ohio, the places that accept NIL, then that's already happening right now. Yeah. But as far as local kids, what you saying? You talking about everywhere?
Yeah, everywhere.
Oh, so all right, the states that are allowing high school athletes to receive NIL, which only those kids are elite too. Let's talk about that. It's gonna come to Ohio at some point. Yeah. You ain't getting when the NIL rule passed in Ohio. You're not gonna be a kid on a JV team.
It ain't for everybody.
It ain't for everybody. You got to be a Tyler McKinley, at that level, Raymond Griffith, to for somebody business or some type of company to want to invest in you, right? They're not gonna just whatever, unless they like you, but whatever. So you got to be at that level, elite, obviously. I still talk to every, I try to, I'm the more I keep working, the higher but I still. There's kids that hit me every day. There's people that hit me every day, and I still try to talk to them, especially if I see them in person. I for sure holler at them. But if you want me to represent you, and let me tell you this, you got to act a certain way too, though. Like all the best kids ain't for me. Mm-hmm. You got to have a certain type of belief You gotta represent yourself a certain way. You gotta be able to listen, take instructions. Like it's a lot of top kids too that just very, very talented, but it's hard headed. Like I'm cool. I don't care how good you are. You can be number 1 draft pick. I'm good.
We know you made LeBron tell you. What he say? What advice he give you?
Hey, Brian's solid, man.
Everybody say that.
We had a small conversation. I ain't gonna, you know.
Yeah, disclose too much, but yeah.
He a good dude. You know, Rayvon being around that has really motivated him over the years, and like, you know, to be around LeBron, to be at his house, to be coached by him, to sit next to him, to talk to him whenever you want. You know, they give a kid a different type of motivation and a vision too.
Right.
You know, so,
Hey, do you think as a top kid is pressure real?
Of course. Especially in today's society. Heck yeah.
And so let me kind of give a prequel to why I asked this question, because you know Rayvon was with us in the summer when he was about to be a freshman, right? And you know how we did at Hughes, we went to every school in the Midwest and the South. So he was with us, bro, and we'll pull up to Wisconsin, and we get ready to play, and there's kids with cell phones. The college players at the table, and that's the dude that played with Bronny, bro. People taping him. Every time something happened, people over-exaggerating it. If they blow by him, if he missed his shot. He swiped. I remember it was a big lumberjack built dude in Wisconsin. Rayvon like blew past, tried to block it. Dude dunked it. Everybody like, he dunked up. So and Rayvon you could tell he would never speak on
that
it.
time.
Yeah, he was young. You know, he was kind of fragile then.
For sure.
But like, I don't think kids understand. Like,
nah, that spotlight come with that.
You want this spotlight, and matter of fact, I don't think the parents understand, bro.
They don't.
Because parents are so fragile in this industry of sports, bro. You got to understand, if you want your kid to be the best, guess what's gonna happen? He gonna get critiqued every time he make a mistake.
A lot.
He gonna barely get praised when they win, and when they lose, he gonna get all the blame with the head coach. They're gonna be right next to each
every
other.
Time.
So, like that pressure that come with this, man. What's your best advice for a top kid right now? That's going, and parents that's going through this situation where their kid is a rising star. Because right now, I know it's a few younger kids on their radar.
For sure.
And some in the city too.
For sure.
That's getting ready to.
Big Kyron got a chance.
Yeah, getting ready to hit. Getting ready to hit.
Brad, my nephew, he has a chance.
I was just about to ask you about AJ later on, but what do you think is the best advice for those kids getting ready to step into that pressure zone and those parents?
To create a circle.
Yeah.
That's what that's what we've done with Rayvon.
You know,
and
so you know people.
Go ahead.
People hated Rayvon's circle.
Yeah.
People
they still do.
People would say Rayvon's circle messing him up.
I want to speak on that.
we gonna get to that. Go ahead.
So my first thing is, and people always, people can't understand what they don't see. You feel me? That's why me as a grown man now, I don't. 4 or 5 years ago, I used to get salty. You take it personal, but now it's like they just don't get it. And Rayvon's he's been going through it since he was in 7th grade, so he had a point to where he really get it too, and that stuff really don't bother him. So creating a circle and staying solid to each other, like people can say what they want about Rayvon's team, but the difference in why Rayvon and he ain't made it yet, right? Is on the level he's at is because his circle is very loyal to each other. There's been people that's tried to come in, break it up, decipher it. Y'all know, you know, for the people that know. And we've always stayed loyal to each other. Always, respected each other. They respect me. They real blood brothers. I'm, a close friend / brother. And they respect me and allow me to do what I need to do for them, and as far as him going forward. So creating a circle, and the parents really need to to educate themselves on what they child getting ready to go to. It's YouTube out here, there's things out here, but we don't, or you don't know until you know. Like you don't know if as a parent your kid gonna be that good, especially if you don't come from that world or ain't never played. Because usually it's the mamas, right? Yeah, we got a lot of single, so you don't know. But like sincerely, they need to start educating themselves on really what's going on. Look at Rayvon. Look at Paul McMillan. He got a great circle. His parents, his family. 4.0, great kid. 2000. Got a great. That's another great example.
Great circle too.
Great circle. So, that's what I'll say. Having a great circle. people that can trust. It's gonna be a lot of people that come in and try to infiltrate it. Gonna offer you things over here, offer you say this to somebody about somebody in your circle to see how you gonna respond to it. So all of that come with it. Stay loyal to each other. Have uncomfortable conversations with each other. That's a big thing that we do. We bump heads, we get into it, but we stay solid. It don't leave our circle. You know what I'm saying? Like so.
So let me ask you this for if you got a kid, right? Your kid about to go into, let's say, 9th grade, right? A pretty good kid, right? And of course, you know, the coach is gonna be out there politicking, selling their sales like used car salesmen. What do you look for if you're a parent? Like, what make you say like, I can go to this school. I can go to this school. Like, what's the things you're looking for?
You got to do your research and track record on the head coach and how he's been moving. Is your seniors going to college? Is when you watch the team, do they act a certain way? They acting crazy? They walk around with their pants hanging off? Is they speaking to people crazy? Is they
cussing the coach out?
Watching the attitudes, just watching to tell you a lot.
Yeah. Just
paying attention. So doing your research. I'm gonna say that again. Just don't pick a school because they had a great winning season. We do that a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like that ain't it. You know, that might not be the best fit for your son. So doing research, really getting to know the head coach, not just letting him tell you whatever. Going to do your research on it, going to watch him, going to ask people. So that's,
Yeah, I agree.
Now, coach, would you ever coach again? No. Would you ever coach? Because it was like one.
The money he making nowadays, they can't pay him.
Good. How do I want to say that? Will I ever coach? I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna say I don't know. As of right now, it's definitely a no. But you never know. When I get older or something like that, I still, which is why I do stuff. Well, this is really the only podcast in the city that I'll do. But
that's love. Yeah,
to be honest with you, I still want to have my handprint on it. Like, I got my handprint on it right now, and I don't want to lose that. So what I've been doing, like Lando, like Andrew Mitchell, they got Aaron Summers and all of them. I stay in contact with all of those dudes. Get them the game. Get them, you know what I'm saying, or vice versa. And because I still want to be able to help. And so I do want to do that. So I'll never, like, obviously I'm going to be moving around, and higher I get, I ain't going to probably be around as much, but I'm going to still make sure my presence felt.
Yeah, like, what can't you do in your position? Like can
you
know
coach? What's crazy? And I was really going to get to this at some point. Y'all know how hard it, like, how many people that we all know right here, well, I know a bunch of them now, 2 years ago, that's sports agents.
I don't know. I know one.
It's like a secret society.
Yeah, that's true.
It's no, I didn't Google this. It's no way for you to really find it. You got to know somebody.
Networking to it.
Network, yeah. So
that's what I want to do. That's what I am doing. That's why I want to be a voice and have people, have kids be like, oh, he a sports agent, I can be one too. Like, I didn't know anybody coming out of high school playing basketball nowhere that was a sports agent that was from my city.
Because you know why? At one point, they didn't look like us though.
Very true.
So
they still really don't. Rich Paul didn't kind of.
Yeah, Rich Paul started to open it up, but like
they still really don't.
You gonna be a trailblazer,
for sure,
in the city, bruh, because we've been brainwashed to think that there's only a few ways to be in this game and to be relevant.
Yeah.
Either to be a player,
coach,
or a coach.
Yeah, it's a fact. Very true.
So I think you changing the game, bro, because now you're giving a young kid who might not be the best player an avenue, who still love the game of basketball, sports in general, to be like, look, bro, you can still be around the game and be like me. And the sports agency world, and I don't know a bunch, but the sports agency world is unique because it ain't a certain way that you got to get there.
Very true.
And they tried to blackball and railroad Rich Paul, but because they see what's about to go on.
And he didn't took over.
Took over the
world.
So
I think that's why it's unique and it's a cool thing, bro, that kids can see you in that position.
Yeah, and think about it, I coached in the CMAC. I had an AAU team here in the city, so a lot of kids right now, they know me. So for them to see that transition, I think, it's going to inspire them. I'm hoping that it inspires them.
Nah, definitely.
I know on Aiken Career Day, I'm bringing you in, bro. Talk to them. Yeah, they got to. They got to hear it.
No, they're coming. That's nothing.
Nah, facts. Now, what you doing for the youth?
Man, that's a good question. Rayvon getting ready to do a camp here in the fall, so we're going to do that. At some point, before I even answer that, right now, my priority is making sure Rayvon make it and making sure me and my team get to a certain point. right? So we close. But in the meantime, in between time, I still want to do camps. I still want to be around AAU programs like Drew Mitchell. That's why I brought him up. Like Lando, that's why I brought him up, and whoever else, Michael Hill. I still talk to all them dudes. So really, besides coming to speak to him, I still want to say I train, but not really. Rayvon, Tyler, them, obviously. But at some point, maybe even have my own AAU program, but we talk about that.
Trey Dees elite
Later. Yeah.
Nah,
Because what's crazy, I don't even remember who this was. I was watching something. Okay. Y'all remember the big kid, African kid that went to Howard, HBCU?
Yeah. Marker,
Maker or something like that. His agent was coaching the AAU team. I'm like, I didn't even know you could do it. That's why I keep telling y'all, this agent stuff, it ain't really no set rule.
That's why I asked you, what can't you do, bro?
You know what I'm saying? So, would I want to coach a team? Probably not. But would I want to have my own AAU program? Yes.
Like be over, like run it.
Yeah, just run it and advise it and put the right.
All right, so you said something. You said something that I want to ask you about. You said your goal is to help make sure that Rayvon make it, right? Mm-hmm. What's making it to you?
Him being successful in life is making it.
Yeah.
But obviously him making it to NBA because he actually it's attainable for him.
Yeah.
NBA is not obtainable for everybody. Okay. It's attainable for him.
So is it NBA or bust?
Man.
I know you want to shoot as high as
so
you
go. Know me and I'm very hard on Rayvon.
Yeah.
So realistically, no. To answer your question. Realistically, no. Right? But he should make it to the NBA.
Yeah. And I say that because
a lot of people think that though.
Yeah.
Like NBA is if you
go
to college and get you a degree, you made it.
Nah, but look though,
even if you don't,
he a pro.
Yeah.
Regardless, right?
Right. Fact.
So when you say make it, the people gonna come back if something was to happen.
Right, and he did.
See, look at them. They thought he was gonna make it. Thought he was gonna be this and that, and now he ain't
playing professional basketball anyway.
If he making $500,000 to millions of dollars playing a game of basketball,
he made it.
He made it
for sure.
Because you got to think, bro. A contract might be 10 months, bro. Mm-hmm. Not even a year. It might be 9 months, and you getting $500,000, or more, or more millions, to play this game
tax free,
bro.
Yeah.
You made it. And they gonna treat you. They gonna treat you like LeBron
over there.
Yeah.
But you know what? The city gonna say you ain't making it. They be like, oh, he ain't, and don't even know. But I don't know.
I talk to overseas dudes all the time. I talk to Aaron Thomas.
Yeah.
I talk to Devin Williams.
I talk to Aaron Thomas.
I talk to both of them, bro.
I need y'all to make that happen. I need
oh yeah, we can make that happen.
Like that's important. I want to speak on that.
Yeah.
Aaron Thomas, Samande Christian, Devin Williams, whoever else I'm missing. I'm gonna just say them because they
they still lit it right now.
They was in our era.
Yeah.
I would like them to, and I'm gonna say this publicly, to start being around these quote unquote elite guys, or even if you're not elite, but a Rayvon, a Tyler McKinley, AJ McGrath, because they know. Everybody really 98% of our city don't know. They don't know because they haven't seen it. I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna change it. So now they can see it and be like, okay, we didn't think he know, but he really do know. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I would love for them to. I'm actually that's gonna be on my. I'm gonna write that down. I need to hit them.
Yeah, I know I can get you in contact with a couple of them at least for sure.
Like not even just for Rayvon, for everybody.
Definitely. I'm posting this though. They gonna see it. Yeah. Now, would you represent your brother?
Yancey Gates?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
sure.
Okay. There wouldn't be a conflict of interest?
Nah. There's brothers who represent.
Okay, just curious because now I'm talking to an agent. Yeah, I don't know.
There's people who brothers, agents.
All right, let's talk about Yancey Gates, bro.
Okay.
Let's get into Yancey Gates.
Yeah, we got all night.
I'm a freshman, bro.
Sure, I got time.
I'm a freshman.
Yeah.
We had.
What grade was he?
He's a year older than me.
Okay.
So I'm a freshman, bro. I'm in there wet behind the ears. I'm a football kid for real. I just
started my dad.
Yeah, I just started hoop. Yeah, Coach Dees.
Crazy.
I ended up marrying his niece.
Shout out to Coach Dees.
Yeah, Coach Dees.
People don't understand when you play. Was he a good coach?
Yeah, Coach Dees, bro. He was a good coach because he always kept it real with you. He always let you play inside of your own abilities, bro. Mm-hmm. You feel me?
He never do something. He gonna tell you.
Yeah, he never tried to make you be who you wasn't.
Facts.
You feel me?
Yeah.
But I'm a freshman, bro. We in there. You feel me? Huge giant at this. I had a whole another section in the back where a parking lot is.
Hold on before I let you finish. That's the real C-Mac.
Yeah.
Facts.
People who don't know that era right there.
I'm about to get into it though. I'm about to get to how it's gonna be so gangster, right?
I think it was D1.
Oh, it was dope. Everybody was D1 then. Now you got it was just real hoop.
It was real
because the
hoop.
schools was bigger.
It was
more.
smoked.
Yeah.
I used to be watching that, like,
Bro,
oh my
so
God.
I'm a freshman, bro. I see we got like I don't know what it was. For some reason we was in lines. I guess we was doing drills or something.
Mm-hmm. I probably was there.
I see this big old tall dude coming with a beater on, bro. I'm like, man, who is that? Everybody like that's because I hadn't heard about Yancey since my first day of school. They're like, it's Yancey. And bro, dude was so skilled in the 10th grade, bro. Like, so our first game of the season, we played Dunbar. So, bro, this when basketball was real. Woo! So no.
Quan Cook, one of the
Bro.
best high school players ever.
Man, bro, it was Daquan. Guess who else was there? Norris Cole.
Cole.
They had Big Aaron Poe.
Aaron Poe.
Bro, so I'm a freshman. We play our game. We go in the locker room. Come
Shout out
out.
to 80 grades.
Man.
Grades to go.
So we come out of the locker room, bro. It's so thick up there in Dunbar. We ain't got nowhere to sit. We had to sit on the
I
floor.
know I was there for a fact.
Sold out.
Yeah.
Man, bro, you see the Almada in the front because that's when he was getting Conley and Oden and Cook all together.
Yeah.
Man, Daquan Cook ran out, bro. He thought you saw. He was like the LeBron and Dayton, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But
Quan Cook was different, bro.
the game was so live, bro, because Hughes had, bro, back then, bro, the basketball talent in the city, every team had like 3 D1 dudes,
Minimum.
bro.
Yeah, minimum.
We have 4, but Christian Siakam,
Yeah.
Pascal, brother, couldn't even get
Pascal,
cleared
yeah.
on the transfer waiver or a visa type
I
of
still
thing.
talk to him.
Yeah, he was at Hughes.
You know that?
Bro, if he would have played,
Yeah.
bro,
I still
Hughes
talk
would have
to
still been playing basketball right now for that team. But I say this to say, bro, like as a sophomore, bro, Yancey, bro, Lonnie Hayes was a point guard,
Oh,
killer.
God.
80 grades, bro. One of the
Graves.
best players. Mo Graves, bro, the lockdown 3-and-D guy, bro. Then you had Yancey, and you had some other guys.
Pieces.
But,
Keno, that's one of the pieces.
Keno, you had
Darryl,
Darius, all them.
They had some pieces.
Yeah, so I'm watching that game, bro, and it's like oops, and it's back and forth, bro. It go to double overtime, bro. Dunbar ended up getting us, but like I remember sitting there as a freshman, like I can never play basketball varsity here, bro. Because it was just, bro.
I was really like that.
And then look, so after the season, like we still doing study tables
he
and
did.
whatnot.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So after the season, we still doing study tables. Yancey's still there right now, right? Guess who at our study tables every day? Mug McBride. He leaving Withrow, coming to Hughes. Cause look, guess what the plan is? He coming next year.
Mm-hmm.
But one day they hooping, and something happened in the gym. Coach Mills, he fall on the ground, and he like have a heart attack, and end up passing away.
So that changed a lot.
That changed the whole culture in the city.
I agree.
And at Hughes, bro.
I agree. It's a good
When
point.
Coach Mills died, bro, because if Coach Mills would have never died,
Oh, man.
I would never Darrell Black. I don't know where I would have been, because I wasn't gonna play for Coach Mills' team, bro. I wasn't good enough.
Yeah, he was,
Like he had them dudes, bro.
for sure.
And if Mug would have came
Yeah.
with Yancey, like that team would have been crazy, bro.
Well,
The team would have been crazy. So that's real C-Mac. It wasn't even called the C. I don't even know what it was called. The public high school
what was
PS.
it called?
The
something
PSAL
Yeah,
or
something like that.
PSL,
You're right.
something.
Public school league.
Yeah, because we was mixed with Dayton.
Yeah.
We was mixed with Dayton, but like that was real
action.
hoop though,
That was
bro.
action.
But I'm saying all this to say, like Yancey Gates, bro. I remember at one point I saw him. I believe he was ranked like 11th in the country when he was
That
a
year.
sophomore, bro.
Yeah, that year.
And he was projected to be the one.
Yeah.
Like,
What's the question?
do you think Yancey made the right decision
By going to UC?
by going to UC and by staying?
Man, that's a great question. I thought you was gonna say. I thought you was gonna twist it and say something else. No, everybody is different.
Yeah.
Everybody is different. And I gotta, obviously I gotta, Yancey, and I'm not being biased at all, is one of the, is the best skilled big man in the C-Mac since I've been alive. I don't care what nobody's talking about.
He could shoot the three.
Could handle it, take you off the drip like Yancey was different, super athletic, something different. So there's your question. No. Yeah. I actually thought he was either going to Georgetown or Florida. I was surprised that he did that. And they, he had some decent time there, but staying home ain't for everybody. Yancey will tell you that. So I ain't telling you nothing that he wouldn't say. No, but he shouldn't have stayed.
Do you think the Kenny Freeze thing
messed him up
draft wise, or do you think, or even the overseas opportunity? Do you think it messed him up?
Well, he's been overseas the last.
I know, but I'm saying, like, do you think it might have messed up another opportunity to go somewhere else overseas, or?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously that turned off a lot of people. Yes, he probably should have left earlier than that.
Yeah.
To be honest, when you hot,
Because he killed that 1 year. I think it was
sophomore.
Yeah. Stevenson was there. He had a really, really good year. Should have left in. He'll tell you that too. But yeah, that definitely. I think for Yancey, and I won't ever speak on nothing that he won't say.
Yeah.
I think he had a hard, man. That's another thing about talking about the pressure. People don't really know his story. I'll let him tell it whenever he want to tell it. He had it hard under a lot of pressure, and that's an example of today's society is different. Social media was is way more popular now than then. If Yancey, and he had my father, he had his family, he had his really had my father.
Yeah.
If he would have had what Ray had, he would have made it.
Yeah.
To be honest, like I thought you was gonna say if I had Yancey, how I had Ray, would he have made it? That's what I thought you was gonna ask me.
Well, answer that. If you had
1,000%.
Yancey was unique, bro.
Yancey, I'm not just saying that. Like I haven't seen anything like him. Tyler McKinley is close. Like he just really missing the athleticism that Yancey had.
And Yancey was.
He was
I still remember he gave. I think they played Wynton Woods. Man, he gave him like 40.
Yeah, at Centos.
And then guess who had to guard him when he came to Hughes? Me, bro. I couldn't believe they put me on. Oh man, I probably just guarded him like this the whole time, bro. I don't even think I looked at the other. Look, I was so happy he had like 16, and I guarded him like this the whole game.
He probably was laughing.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. Do you think what's the peak years of the CMAC for you, man? I'm like of the CMAC, not of the public school league. What's the peak years?
Me coaching or not coaching?
No. You not coaching. Like what was the best years of the CMAC? You think?
Of the CMAC.
CMAC started I think in like 2008.
Did it?
Yeah, 2009.
After Yancey and them left.
Nah, Yancey was like the first.
His
senior year was the first year.
Well, y'all just spoke him up. That boy Aaron Thomas, man.
Hey, man. Hey, bro.
Aaron Thomas was, I say Aaron Thomas had 40 and a half in AAU, though.
Yeah.
But that's even worse. Like, this was at Nationals in Orlando. I see him at 40. Now, ain't talking about against no bums or on this one, AAU Nationals.
I'm telling you, this is what we were talking about earlier, though.
40 and a half.
AAU washed up now, though. You can duck and dodge.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Even in the state. Remember that state tournament, Sports Plus? Man, OBC versus all Ohio? You get like QCP was buzzing back then. Yeah.
Man,
you used to get that?
QCP had the dogs.
I know. I couldn't even make the team.
Alumni. QCP should be. I heard the captain. I know you have. You heard of Compton Magic?
Yeah.
That should be QCP in the Midwest.
Yeah.
They really had it like that. And what I'm gonna say is, you can't. People just don't know what they can't see.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Man, it was something I wanted to say to piggyback off of that. What you just asked?
Let's see my question.
Yeah.
No. They talking about Aaron Thomas though. That Aaron Thomas team,
man, that was crazy.
I probably should have been on that team.
Hey, bro,
for real.
Aaron team?
Thomas, yeah. Well, you got him.
Aaron Thomas, bro. Aaron Thomas. I don't think Aaron Thomas. Somebody. Who was just talking about Aaron Thomas? Was that?
He don't get the credit.
Somebody just told me they'd take Aaron Thomas over anybody that came out like. At the last 10 years.
AT go get a bucket,
what
bro.
What year is this, 2022?
Yeah, so from 2012 on up.
I'm with him on that.
Yeah, bro.
It's nobody that could score like him in the last decade.
And the only reason why he didn't average 30 is because the teams he played on was stacked.
Carter Maxwell was a bad boy.
Yeah.
He only was there for a year, but that boy was a bad boy.
Man, bro, we're gonna have some dudes coming through there, bro.
Let me give you some names. Jalen Billups, who I played with.
Yeah.
He's still a dog. Right?
Yeah, I just seen him on the Smith League.
Y'all had some killers during that time. What was my guy that went to Iowa? BJ. I was a fan of BJ.
BJ.
He went to football.
Yeah.
But nah, it wasn't nobody like Aaron Thomas.
Nah, bro. I told you my Aaron Thomas story, bro. I told y'all my Aaron Thomas story, bro. I was a senior. He was a sophomore, bro.
Dude,
I'm talking crazy to him.
Yeah.
He said,
I always talk crazy.
he told me, don't even worry about that, bro. He said, he can count me for 15 every night. He's a freshman. I'm like, I know you better be a freshman. I'm like, he talking crazy. At the free throw line, he don't even worry about this, bro. Young boy. I'm like, man.
Also, there's two teams I ain't gonna leave out. Obviously, that with those team. Taft, during my era.
That's 2011 with
Didi. Didi's one of the best players in the CMAC.
That's what they had. Didi, Quiz.
You got to think, though. You got to think how good Didi. I don't think Didi get our credit either, though.
He don't.
Because Didi, bro,
he was the best basketball and football player in the
He
state.
probably didn't even. But he was a basketball kid, like AAU,
exactly,
and football. He played on my football. I'm 2 years. What am I? I'm 3. I might be 3 years older than Didi, bro. He played on my football team because he was just that good, like my same age, bro.
He was like that.
But like I don't even know how much these dudes could actually focus on basketball, bro, because they was big time football kids when they got to high school.
With him, like, he loved the game, so
all
his friends still play, so he made time.
But like even that whole Taft team, they all played football, bro. Like Tremaine, and they was good football players and good. That might have been the best collection of dual sport athletes on one team.
Oh, no, I agree. And I mean, obviously it's back.
Not bad.
His football team is going crazy with the.
Man, listen.
Those are some. So that's the thing with me too. Like, I'm gonna be diverse with my representation at some point. Obviously, basketball is my focal point, but I want to be able to build and help because we got a lot of good football talent here too.
All right, what's the best team in the city this year?
The CMAC or the
city? It could be CMAC, it could be anywhere.
GCS, GMC, anywhere.
Don't be biased, bro. But if it's real, be real.
Who you think I'm gonna say biased? I'm curious.
Your nephew?
Nah, I don't think they're gonna be that good.
I think they're gonna be good the next year though.
Yeah, I think his senior year they should be good.
But they're gonna be good this year.
Yeah,
I'm saying I think it could be special the year after this though.
My honest answer to that is I think it's gonna be a down year in the city.
Yeah, you think it's up for grabs?
I think it's up for grabs. I can't even tell you, to be honest. And I know really everybody. I'm trying to think like team wise. It's in the air.
You're right, bro.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
I was trying to think because I thought. Yeah, a lot of teams lost a lot, so this is a year where you got to see what teams got.
This is a year when we gonna hear names that we didn't hear before. I will say that.
That's good though. It's gonna be a refreshing
school that step up that we ain't heard about. AJ McBride, who we know, but this is his year to prove who he.
We know him
exactly,
but I think
he ain't out there yet.
People always knock AJ McBride and try to say he can't do this or do that. But all AJ McBride been doing is continuing to do this and that, bro. I'm gonna
tell you this, and that's my nephew, and I ain't being biased.
I know him since he was little with Corey and all that.
So AJ can do everything. Ball handle need to get better, but he can fill it up all 3 levels. One of the most, if not the most athletic, if not the most athletic kid in the city. He jumped higher than Ray That's the stat. He gonna have a big year. So Moeller's success depend on him, which I'm excited about to see. The ball gonna be in his hands. He gotta, either it's one of those situations where you are who you supposed to be or you not. It's gonna show. So,
All right, straight shooter shot. Do you think that older coaches are getting out of style?
100%. They running out of options too. Am I lying? They running out of options. I'll tell you why. I told y'all I was gonna be real. Rayvon Griffin was some of them old coaches' hope. They was hoping that and obviously that ain't the case. And he is a city hope. I take that back. Rayvon making it is a win for the city. That's where we go wrong at. Yeah. Even me being his agent or man brother or whoever, it's a win for everybody. So they running out of style because it's just a new era, and y'all know me. I'm supposed to be who I am in this, and I'm gonna make sure that it's ran differently going forward. To be real with you, the foundation is set different. That you can do anything. Don't limit yourself. You know what I'm saying? But also, like you said, be able to get back. Like these older dudes don't want to get a game up. Nobody. I don't want to say nobody. The people that were supposed to be the big dogs didn't really give me the game. Wine sat me in this locker room when Ray was over there for summer and taught me a lot. 30 minutes. So I'm not talking about him. Y'all know. Especially in the AAU scene. Nobody really. Everybody just. We gotta stop underestimating people. And young coaches, regardless of age, don't underestimate yourself, especially if you know you put the work in.
And you know what? You said some coaches running out of options, but you also know what some coaches need to stop doing? It's saying, I did it.
Yeah.
Don't nobody care if you did this 25 years ago, bro. That's cool.
Because you didn't do it it's going to continue to get bigger. Somebody 20 years going to do it bigger than me.
Bro, I can go on YouTube, bro. How many different ways can you train a kid?
Man.
I can go on YouTube
and be a great trainer.
And be a great trainer based off of YouTube.
It's a fact. It's a fact.
Like so when people be like, I did it, so I know. No, you don't, bro.
And what's your track record or knowing?
Man.
That's the real question. Because just being good in high school, I'm not gonna just say you did it. If I know your kids didn't, when they left you, they didn't succeed on and off the court. Nah, you ain't one of them ones for real. You can't be. That's why I got a lot of respect for Wine. A lot of his kids, Hughes, every year you see them going to college. Whatever they do with that, he got them there. Or was an input, was a. I mean, he the same way. I mean, it's like them dudes I respect. Like, but it's the these dudes, man, like really selfish for real, and it be frustrating, and it's still frustrating because I really love this. I really care about all the kids, for the people who really know me, like really care about all of y'all, and I want everybody to make it, and everybody ain't gonna make it in sports. I'm a businessman at this point. Like, you don't have to be a basketball player to do what I'm doing. You feel what I'm saying? You got to understand business. You have to understand business. There's going to be some people that's really... I got people on my team right now that can't hoop, but know basketball and know business.
Yeah, and that's what I was about to say. I think the older coach and that older generation tend to feel like, since you're younger than me, you don't know as much as me, and you can't know more than me.
And what I always say, only reason why you know more than me is because you was born before me.
Yeah, and that might not even be the case still, though. And that's still, you might have more, life lessons, I guess.
Yeah.
but as far as basketball,
If
you ain't put the work in like I did, I don't care how old you is.
But it ain't just this ain't like. So I know people gonna watch this. A lot of people getting their feelings.
Oh, it's gonna get a lot of views. I think the last one did numbers.
Yeah,
this one gonna get numbers because I ain't speking to nobody. Let's just be that clear. I ain't speaking to nobody.
And people looking at me like, well, I'm a coach at Aiken now, so people looking. But I ain't. Hey, I ain't subjected to not be critiqued or whatever. I know what come with this game. You feel me? But I also know my skin is thick enough to figure out, like, if we suck or if I drop the ball, I'm old enough, big enough to be like, go in that lab, bro, figure out how to fix this. You feel me?
It speak a lot about your character. Me and you talk often offline. Like, you've been in a good situation. You didn't have to leave where you were at to go to somewhere where you got to create it.
Yeah.
And like it's already there.
Yeah. I could have.
You're good. So they got some young dogs over there too. That I know of. So you could, but that show a lot about your character.
And we
need people like you on the CMAC.
And you know why? And some people don't know. And I'm gonna do a podcast soon, bro, because it's a lot of.
I am too at some point.
And it's a lot of. I'm talking about. I'm gonna do a podcast episode with Dees about the Aiken job.
I thought you did already.
I did it with Hughes because now there's a lot of speculation about why I left, and people don't really know why I left because it wasn't none of their business.
And it ain't because it wasn't drama.
Yeah. And I kept it low key, but there was a lot of rumors and speculation going on. But like, I'm 100, bro.
100%.
Whatever I do, I'm 100% sure that what I say to people, bro, is what I mean.
For sure.
Kids, parents, players, whatever, right? And when you say that the old coach is phasing out, this ain't a shot at nobody in the city. This is at the collegiate level, bro. It's at the NBA level.
And it's facts.
Yeah.
Take it how you want to take it.
Facts. Guess why, what's bro from North Carolina? I forgot his name that quick.
Roy Williams.
Why you think Roy Williams got out of the game?
Yeah.
Why you think Coach K sat out of his own mouth that he was doing that?
The best recruiting class coming
Coach K said,
I
can no longer relate to these kids.
Yeah, exactly. 100%.
Why you think Michigan went with Jawan Howard?
Exactly.
Why do you think Eric Martin just got the job he just got as a head coach at South Carolina State? That's HBCU, I think.
Still,
which is great.
That's great.
But they still went with coaches that now it's about, it ain't even an age thing. It's a relatability thing.
Facts.
How can you relate?
1,000%. And it's the younger coaches that can relate. That's just what it is. Just like when they was young, when they got in the game, it's because they can relate to that era. So it's just a forever,
Yeah, so and you can stay relevant.
Yeah,
you can stay relevant in the game.
Get behind these young coaches and teaching them the game, being supportive. You gonna stay relevant because they gonna give you your props.
And I told every coach that's on my staff currently.
Who on your staff? Because I don't know.
We dropped it on the.
Okay.
I'm gonna drop that on.
We'll talk after this.
Yeah.
I
So I done told every coach on my staff that if you come under me, bro, my goal is to make sure that you achieve anything you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to be a head coach, I'm gonna give you the game that Brian Wyatt, that Jamar Mosley, that them dudes gave to me.
For sure.
Because guess what? Brian Wyatt, when he was at Hughes, was the most successful coach in the city. Lando said it best, bruh. If Brian Wyatt never left the city, it's dead.
Oh, no.
Nobody else was getting wins, bruh. It was over with.
Regardless of transfer, he don't need transfers.
Yeah.
Dude,
You seen it?
Coach.
Yeah. So
y'all
don't
Hughes
take
boys,
what I
y'all
get.
know.
So I've seen this, bruh. And I can't duplicate because I'm not him, right?
Yeah.
But I seen Jamar. What did Jamar Mosley do? Just win the state championship.
And got a lot, probably more. He about to win.
Got a lot more to D2 and likely gonna do it again.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is he came from the same tree that I came from.
Exactly.
He was at the same Hughes that was even before Wyatt to see what real hoop was.
Exactly.
Under Coach Mills. Then we got Coach Wyatt to show us. Like, so we done seen it, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And dudes hate that, but how you gonna hate winning?
It's a fact.
And Lando said it, bro. And I go on the record and say this, right? Aiken might be a rebuild right now, right? It could be, but I see some things I like. But I know for sure, bro, that I can bet on myself in the next few years we'll be all right. So people gonna get their licks in this year. They're gonna be happy,
and that's cool.
But guess what? I guarantee you it won't last long.
Hey, so this one I'm gonna put this on the record too. I would tell you this out the phone, but I'm gonna say it.
Yeah.
This my challenge to you is when you do get that torch, because you are gonna get it.
Yeah.
Please continue to give the game to not just your staff, to everybody.
Yeah. And that's what I'm gonna do, bro. So look,
hold on, let me finish, brother. We the only Chicago and in whatever other big city they got public schools. Them coaches, they compete, but they work together. They go to coaching clinics together. They help each other, give each other the game. When it's tournament time, y'all see that here. We the only district in the city when it comes to tournament time be fighting with each other. That's weird. We got to get off of that, y'all. Please get off of that, because we ain't doing nothing but hurting the kids at the end of the day. So please stop that. So that's my challenge to you. Even though I know you're gonna do it. But
This way I get the show set up, bro. Cause I gotta talk. I got something to say. But like, set it up, man. I already got something in place that's about to be big this year, bro, for the youth. And
be a part of it?
Yeah. And when I sat down and talked to people about it, some people told me like, it sound good, coach, but it's a lot of work. And guess what I told them? That's all I know.
That's fine. Yeah.
That's all I know.
Yeah.
It's work. That's all we did, bro. Everywhere I've been coaching, I only know one way.
Facts.
And that's work. So I'm gonna share that when we do my interview, and I want everybody in the city to be a part, because I think it could benefit the whole city, bro. I can care less if Darrell Black is the best coach ever, right? I could care less, bro. What I do care about is, can the kids in the city, some of my nieces, nephews, my son's friends, can they go anywhere in the city and get taken care of the right way, get a good mentor, be under a good role model, have great academics wherever they at, because it's a myth out there about, the state report card on this school says it's an F. We never operate on the state report card. Our basketball program was held to a high standard. Our kids
talking about
at Hughes.
Oh yeah.
At Princeton too.
Yeah.
Because both of the school districts operating under like a F report card. And the people see them like, academics bad there. No. As a whole, you might have kids who come here to school that don't want to be here. So they're gonna put anything on standardized tests.
Ain't gonna do this.
But can we build a community of coaches where our kids are operating way above what the state report card say? Can we build a community of coaches where we make sure our kids go to school and we share information with others? Like, it's a few coaches out there that's sharing information with others, though. It's some good coaches out there right now that's working. So I ain't saying that we're not doing it.
It is.
But can we be whole scale with it? Like,
can
that
we
be
take
the
it to
norm?
another level?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Can we take it to another level?
Exactly.
Like, can we stop like wishing the downfall of others so that we can be successful?
That's a good point.
That's the thing that we got to get to.
That's our, as a culture, that's our issue. It's not even just sports.
Yeah.
As a culture, we got to get out of that.
Yeah, so if we could do that, bro, I could care less about a win-loss record, bro. I'm happy. I'm for the city.
I'm with you.
I'm for the city, bro. So
100%.
So let's get on that. That's my challenge to the city. Let's be like that, bro. And not always about man, I'm gonna beat this team by 40, or I'm gonna do this. That's cool, bro. Congratulations. But can we get these babies in school and back into the community to be successful, bro? That's all I got.
Go ahead. You want to ask questions?
Nah, go ahead.
Speaking on that, on the podcast side, I know for sure I'm gonna do one, and I want to do one with like we got agents here that people don't even know about.
Dang.
Like we got y'all heard of Nostalgia?
No. Yeah, the jazz spot.
Yeah.
You
never heard of Nostalgia?
Oh, I just talked about the agency. Yeah, my boy TC told me about that.
The
Yeah.
owner, her name is Tammy. She's a sports agent for Rock Nation.
Dang.
Black lady. So you got Corey Markham.
Yeah, I know Corey Moore. That's my guy, man.
That's
What's
my
Corey?
cousin. That's my my cousin doing this thing. You got TJ Larkin working with QC. You know TJ Larkin. He ain't no Asian, but he in that space.
What about my boy?
Who?
What about my boy Dav?
Dav who?
Brian Dav downtown. He do a little Asian stuff,
I
don't he?
don't know nothing about Brian Dav.
I saw it on Twitter, on Instagram. He got like,
show me.
yeah, I'll show you. Yeah, I think Dav got something going on with. He work. I think he with Corey.
Probably.
Yeah.
So like I want to start getting people in that space locally first, but obviously it's gonna be big.
Yeah.
To inspire and to show our youth that it's possible. I gotta shout out to the company I work for now, who even gave me the opportunity. Like I knew I was gonna do this. I didn't know when though. I didn't know it was gonna be this quick. NIL kind of sped it up, but BSB Sports, they gave me the opportunity of a lifetime. So shout out to Cash, the CEO, JV, everybody on that team. And treated me like family, with open arms, teaching me the game. They brown like us. They're not black, but teaching me the game, like know any and everything to this business. Like there's nobody that's really gonna do that. You know what I'm saying?
You told me it was gonna happen, and
Exactly.
I ain't know.
Yeah.
I thought you was perping. You said I start Monday. Remember that? You like, I start Monday. Then, hey, God behold, I saw you on
A lot of people just think like.
Yeah, I'm like.
I mean, I know you just talking, but a lot of people just been thinking this whole time I've been perping. They don't know. Like, and I had to get away from caring about that because I used to. Like, and we human, so we gonna do that. Like, man, listen, people can't see. People don't know what they can't see. I'm gonna keep saying that. That's like my thing, and be the person to change that. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be the person that feed into that because that can mess with your mind, and it did for me. I questioned myself a lot throughout these years in the process. Even though my track record speaks for itself, but just continue to believe in yourself, man, and don't be perfect. Like, because a lot of people do just be talking for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, really stand on who you are and what you believe. Like, a lot of people now, and I don't really know what a lot of people now are saying because I don't talk to them. I don't even really get into that. Make sure you be able to be diverse. That's why I am learning. Like, y'all don't even know. I tell y'all why I say it now. Because I want it to be known, or I wanted to somebody to see this. Like, I'm at a point early in the sports agency where I'm learning about marketing, content creation, how to build a business, how to prospect business and relationships, how to reach out to endorsements. A typical basketball agent not gonna do all of that. They're gonna manage the guy, make sure he's doing what he's supposed to do. Gonna have somebody else in the company that's really doing all of that. That's really gonna be his only. Handling the NBA contracts and all of that. But I'm learning everything before I even get to that because I'm gonna get to that too. But if I know all of this plus that, you know what I'm saying? It's no limit. It's anything can happen and I can be able to adapt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not just dependent on basketball to keep taking me. I want to learn as much as I can, especially while it's given to me. And hopefully, I stay at BSB. I ain't trying to go nowhere. I only went. So I tell you that story. Guy name is Cash. Look him up. I'm sure y'all not seen him. Rare dude. Very, very successful guy in multiple different ways. Me and Rayvon ain't nobody for him to try to mess over. You don't need to. Very, very, very. Work with Mookie Betts. I know who that is. And stuff for Trey Young, Derrick Henry. What do he? You know what I'm saying? On top of, he's a real businessman. Then built companies. He got 3 companies in one. BSB Group, which is a company that helps other companies build from the ground up. Content, strategies, all of that. He's made to help Kroger's, to help P&G. Worked at P&G as a marketing for 10 years. So he do that. BSB Sports is just an add-on because he likes sports.
Is that located here?
It's located right here in Cincinnati. Cincinnati, New York, Houston, and Minneapolis, but the main location is here, Cincinnati. Yeah. Like, I've been traveling everywhere. I'm getting ready. I don't know when it's coming out. Next week, Tuesday, right? Yeah. By that time, I'm gonna be at the MLB All-Star Game in LA. Like this, y'all gonna see. I know I ain't capping. Like y'all gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like because we're shooting an episode. The Adidas Championship is in Cali. We're shooting an episode on Ray Vaughn, and he didn't have to. He like, you might as well be there. You might as well go to the MLB All-Star game. That's what I'm just saying. Like it's a obviously it's I don't want this because we watch a lot of stuff. I know people gonna watch this, and because we hearing somebody we think it's easy. I want y'all to understand this is very challenging. Like I know basketball, pretty well. I know business a little bit, but I don't know this business, so I'm learning.
Yeah.
But I believe in myself, and I'm putting the work in. Like I was 5 minutes late here because I'm coming from working, not because you know what I'm saying. Like I go hard at this just like I went hard at when I was coaching. So I know, and I'm just scratching the surface on what the stuff I'm getting ready to learn and stuff I'm getting ready to do. But I got somebody that believe in me. I ain't had nobody believing in me in the basketball stuff initially. Yeah. I'm jumping into this with somebody that believed in me because of that. Like, okay, you got passion. You got let me teach you. You got to put the work in. I'm gonna challenge you. I'm gonna make you uncomfortable. All of that. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't easy. I want to put that out there. It ain't easy at all. You got to be disciplined. You got to be organized. You got to be able to take cash as the type of CEO. He gonna let you know when you messing up to in front of everybody. He don't care what you talking about. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be able to handle that and deal with that and make yourself diverse to where you be able to adapt. I'm trying to be careful on what I tell. No, I'm just gonna say it because I want this to get out. My company, the CEO of my company, is a part of international baseball league that's about to be in Dubai, India. That he's a part of creating that. I'm a part of that. Yeah. And I'm like, y'all know me. I ain't played baseball since 5th grade. But I'm gonna be there. Yeah. If I gotta be a baseball agent too, I will. So that's what I'm going with you. I told him. He's like, man, you a basketball guy. I'm like, look, I'm an opportunity guy. Yeah. I like sports, and I really like Dubai, and I ain't never been there. Man, it look good though. You know what I'm saying? So, no, it's just the same thing I said about Ray Vaughn. Why wouldn't I do this? And let me tell y'all this, and Ray Vaughn knows this, and y'all can go look it up because we've done episodes. He didn't hire me because of Ray Vaughn, because Ray Vaughn ain't guaranteed to make it. Mm-hmm. He ain't guaranteed. Like a lot of people ask me, is Ray Vaughn one and done? I'm gonna say no. Yeah. That's just me being real. Now,
unless you speak on today.
So today. Tomorrow might go to prep school and do it. Yeah, that's a whole different ball game, which is why he's going. Yeah. But I don't. He good. He's been in college a couple years, and then maybe so. That's a long stretch for somebody to hire me now. Like that's not guaranteed. Yeah. So I want to, because people gonna say what they gonna say. But me being a sports agent today, now when Ray Vaughn made it out, for sure I was gonna be a sports agent. But the reason why I am today is not because of Ray Vaughn. It's because this man believed in me.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. Now it's time to we gonna switch topics, have a little fun. We out here, we chilling. We done been here now for an hour and so. Yeah. Now let's talk about today's, because it is a podcast. When I be on here solo doing my thing, I like to get into topics. I like to break down the game, do all that good stuff. Let's talk about the game going on now. It's been a lot of willing and dealing in the NBA, bro. I think this man right here last year, I had him on the pod.
I almost had it right, didn't I?
Yeah,
I almost had it right, bro. I told him, I said, I'm trading Ben Simmons. Who I say?
To the Nets.
For
Kyrie
Irving. Yeah, I called it.
He did, but Kyrie didn't go.
They traded James Harden.
I
called it though. I said I'm trading Ben Simmons for Kyrie.
So I like to have a little fun. So we just gonna say KD predictions. I'm gonna just start off with that. What you think about KD? How he handling the whole Brooklyn situation? Do you think he's going about it the right way? Being that because you're an agent and he's 4 years in, he's first year into the contract. He asked for a trade. How do you feel about that? Just on that league. So
I want to say this too though. I ain't in the NBA to know. Well, I don't have to be in the NBA. The misconception about an agent or a situation when they represent a player is when a decision made, everybody thinks it's 100% the agent or his circle. That's Ray Vaughn included. Everything y'all see Ray Vaughn got going on right now, everybody assuming that that's really me or Flea, and it's not. So I'm gonna say that as far as his agent, like. Your job as an agent, from my understanding, is to advise, be truthful with your client. Like, we ain't holding no hands. Yeah. But at the end of the day, it's their life. Mm-hmm. You can't really make them do nothing, technically. All right, so to speak on what you asked me, I think the game in general, and LeBron's my favorite player, and I'm going to say he started it in a sense, even though it happened back in the day. He started it for our era. And now, man, people going to do what they want to do, ask for a trade. Everybody KD trying to win too, like, because he could just stay in Brooklyn and still get his numbers if he wasn't trying to win, right? So he trying to win. The NBA, I can't say that because I'm an agent. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it ain't no loyalty. Business wise, and y'all, you know what I was getting ready to say. Business wise and players. So you got to do what you feel like is best for you, regardless of what anybody talking about. So as far as KD, I feel like he doing what he feel like is best for him. He ain't happy with that situation, and I think he tried. You know what I'm saying? Because he could have benched like, oh, I'm cool. He tried it. He like, nah, it's too much. Kyrie, you in and out. Simmons, you probably only want to play basketball no more. You know what I'm saying? I ain't about to. I got a couple good years, great years left. Let me try to go somewhere and win. I can see him going back to Golden State.
To
be honest.
Hey, and I think
I hope Kyrie go to the Lakers though.
When you're an agent though, and you got a client like a KD or LeBron, right? What you gonna say?
Unless they,
I'm saying like,
unless like this partner when y'all boys.
But like if KD got just the agent he has, he got y'all just met when you was rich.
You can give me your opinion.
What you gonna say to KD? Like, bro, I don't think like he like, bro, I pay you. There's too much money involved.
Because you can still give your opinion. He's still gonna be like, bro, I hear you. I ain't trying to. I'm telling you what I want to be done. So either you gonna do it or I'm gonna get somebody else.
All this free agency stuff.
That's true.
All the free agency stuff that's going on, bro, it's Golden State's fault.
I agree.
Because people thought they was dead, bro.
Oh yeah,
and they don't
scare
you. You don't want to see Golden State get another one, bro.
No, and it's the thing they wasn't even healthy. Wiseman is people.
Bro, Wiseman
about James Wiseman.
Hey, bro, I can't believe Kevon Looney got paid.
Me too.
Because Wiseman is gonna take all his minutes next year.
I ain't gonna lie. Speaking of that, that's how I know my guy gonna make it, man. Because you know the money getting crazy. One, and then you see the people. It's a lot of role players.
Yeah.
I talk to Rayvon right now. Y'all know his game. And everybody can't be the scores.
Right.
You get to that league, man, you could have been a 30-point scorer in high school and even probably in college. But it's about playing your role.
Because people don't know Pat Bev averaged like 33 points a game in high school, bro.
But be scared to shoot the ball sometimes now.
Andre Roberson can't make a free throw after 30 in high school.
That's what I'm saying. So it's all about
playing your role.
And I'm jumping back and forth, but that's cool, I guess. It's about, as a player, you got to know what you're really good at and be really good at that. Be really good at something. Just don't be like, oh, yeah, he can shoot. All right.
You know, they always say in the NBA, bro, it ain't about being good at math stuff. It's about being great
at one thing.
At a few things, bro.
Yeah.
So if you can be the best, that's why Klay Thompson is what he is, bro.
I hear a bad example because he's an all-star.
I know.
Miles Bridges from the Suns got 80, 100 million, and he's a great. I ain't gonna say great. He's a good role player.
No, but I'm saying though, if Klay
80, 100 million,
but look though, you gotta think though. If Klay Thompson, this is a good question right here, bro. If Klay Thompson was drafted by the New York Knicks, would he still be the player he is right now?
Talking about like in his good days.
Yeah, by himself, he's the focal point.
That's tough, man. I ain't gonna lie to you because we haven't seen it to give that.
I know, and that's why I said like
because somebody got to get the ball.
He great at
he got to get the ball.
You know, Klay Thompson dribbled the ball 11 times in one game, so he great at shooting,
and he great in their system.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Because everybody ain't setting screens and all that.
Because Draymond Green, if he would have went to the Knicks, he'd have been out of the league.
Yeah, facts. That system that the Warriors, you said it perfectly. They scaring a lot of people because they was dead, they was injured. Yeah. Everybody forgot about them. That's just scrambling right now about coaching too.
Right.
You know, even though I'm mad they got rid of my guy,
Mark Jackson,
because he started it. But Steve Kerr obviously doing what he's supposed to do, so you can't argue that. But to answer your question, I don't know, man, because the Knicks we know they don't really play that good ball. Like they got young guys trying to get them up and get paid. Since we've really been alive, that's been the Knicks era.
All right, let me ask you this question, bro. If you're in the NBA, right, you're an NBA superstar, that they ain't let us to Bradley Beal. Do you stay in that role and just get paid, or do you want to go win rings and take less money?
You saying if it was me?
If it was you. If it was my son, that's what I'm telling my son. Get that money up fast.
I'm going to say I think it depends on where you at in your career.
It depends
on guys that made a lot of money. Bradley Beal just got a... Well, I take that back. I ain't turning that down if I'm Bradley Beal.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, year 100, what was that, 120?
You see, Dame's got it 2 years, 161 million.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, see, I ain't gonna lie. And I want to win bad.
Me too, but look, bro, we can buy rings.
Yeah, I ain't turning that down.
Listen, I got one to look just like that.
I ain't turning that down. I ain't turning.
Yeah, that's
And, that's,
crazy.
and you see, yeah, I just don't think I could do that, bro. Take a pay cut to get to win a championship when I can still have another 100 million to set my family up still, bro.
Facts.
1,000%.
Do y'all think the Suns should trade DeAndre Ayton?
How many years he got left?
No.
He young, though. You talking about his contract?
He done. He a free agent. He a restricted free agent. They can match any offer. They said they think that
He didn't really have a big year though
Yeah.
to really.
he can't guard the perimeter for real. Can't really shoot.
He had a good year the year before that. So I don't know, man. I think it's tough for him. I wish he would have had a better year. And in the playoffs, he was crazy.
Hey, bro, look though, my KD prediction though, where I think he could go and they could be dynamic, bro, is the Milwaukee Bucks.
I don't think he's gonna do that.
You had to give up.
Chris Middleton.
Everybody.
Drew Holiday.
I can't give up Drew though. I give everybody else, but Giannis and Drew. Yeah, everybody else.
So this is my thing. I don't really think Giannis gonna like that.
Because y'all want to be the man.
Giannis is dude is a
He wants to
competitor,
compete.
bro.
You watched that documentary?
Not
That documentary. They were documentary. It was just a little movie. Yeah, that was slick though. He made me like him even more.
Dude is a competitor, bro. He don't care about none of that. I think, man. I don't know if it would happen. I like to see him with the Heat. I think that'll fit him perfect.
I think
with Donovan Mitchell.
I want Donovan Mitchell to go to the Heat too.
Perfectly.
They got to give up everybody too though. They just had to have.
Donovan Mitchell like that? I mean, he good.
Yeah,
but is he like? Y'all know what y'all know what I'm saying. Bro.
Yeah. No, because who else? This is what you got to think of. I mean, who would they have? Who would they keep? Jimmy Butler?
That's about that's about it.
I know, but how long can Jimmy Butler like that with KD, bro? Like, you got to be able to make shots.
Hey, y'all, we getting old. Them guys we've been low. As far as playing, at the end, he got like 3-4 good years.
And what I'm saying, and he already ain't a great shooter. He can get hot.
Yeah,
but his game he got like one more.
He a playoff guy.
Yeah,
he gonna hoop in the playoffs.
Nah, facts. Well, that's good, man. That's Coach Black for Aiken, man. That's Coach Trey. We back again for another one, man. That's another episode of the CourtSide TakeOver podcast, and we out.
Real big. I know one day I would do it real big. I know what my real is feel